7 April 2020. I hope everyone's week is off to a great start. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's workout. If you had a chance to watch the CrossFit Inc. video, the professional video, unlike what I have here at home. Nonetheless, let's get right into what we have for you today. So we have two distinct workouts, two distinct WODs, in which you'll be performing one directly into the other. The first is a decreasing ladder, in which you'll perform 50 double unders or 50 line hops directly into 50 sit-ups. You'll then come back up and perform 40 double unders or 40 line hops directly into 40 sit-ups. And you'll continue this pattern from 50, 40, 30, 20, all the way until you do 10 double unders or 10 line hops directly into 10 sit-ups. At that point, you'll transition directly into the next WOD, which is an ascending ladder, in which you'll start with 10 double unders or 10 mountain climbers, and then 20 double unders or 20 mountain climbers, 30 double unders or 30 mountain climbers, all the way until you get to 50 double unders or 50 mountain climbers. But here's the catch. In between each set of double unders or mountain climbers, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you are to perform 10 strict pull-ups or 10 bent over rows per arm. So again, it will look like 10 double unders or 10 mountain climbers directly into 10 pull-ups or 10 bent over rows per arm. And when you complete 50 double unders or 50 mountain climbers and then 10 pull-ups or 10 bent over rows per arm, you are complete with the workout. We're looking for a time domain around 12 to 15 minutes. Some of you will be able to accomplish this in about 12 minutes. That'll be on the really fast end. Others of you towards that 50-minute range, but we don't want to exceed 20 minutes, all right? So if we start getting near there, let's start scaling the repetitions down, and we'll discuss that in the movement lecture next. Okay, let's dig into these movements. So the first WOD that we have are double unders and sit-ups. Those double unders, we've talked about these before. I want you to practice them if you haven't. This is where we're looking for 2 rotations of the rope around the body in one jump. This is a predominantly wrist-driven movement, not shoulder-driven. Let's take a look at what it looks like here. You can hear that, baby, right? That rope passing the body twice in one jump. Very challenging, very cardiovascular. It's a great movement to practice. If we can't do double unders, or we're still working at it, rather, right? Because eventually we're all going to get there. We can do single unders, which is just our normal jump rope with 1 rotation around the body at a time. Now, if we can't jump in our apartment because we're on the 5th floor and we're bothering the neighbors down below, we still jump rope. We don't care. That sounds terrible, but it's true. We can always line hop, which is going to be each jump is going to be 1 repetition. That'll look like this. We're looking to land on the balls of the feet and be, very springy like a rabbit. All right, bunny hops essentially. Now, keep in mind, between these 2 WODs, this is 300 repetitions of double unders, single unders, or line hops. So it can be pretty demanding for those that aren't used to this kind of volume of work. So do not be afraid to lower the repetitions down, all right? Maybe you'll start at 30, 20, and then 10, 10, 10, all right? These patterns I give you are essentially made for those that are used to this level of work. So don't be afraid to bring it down to your relative intensity, okay? It's meant to be fun and for you to be able to get up the next day and do it all over again, all right? Now, after the double unders and line hops, we have sit-ups. Typically in CrossFit, what we like to use is what's called an ab mat. This is going to go in the small of the athlete's back, and that's just giving the athlete a platform from which their abdominal muscles, or their erectors in their back, can press from to engage the full musculature of the abdominals, those predominantly being the lower abs. All right, so if Lisa moves up, put the ab mat on the ground. We also like to come into this butterfly position, which eliminates the use of the hip flexors. So again, we're specifically targeting the core. From here, the athlete's going to go all the way back with the hands touching the ground. That's going to be the full range behind you. And then coming all the way forward until the base of the neck is in line with or in front of the base of the spine. That's the full range of motion coming through the top. Now, we can always eliminate the butterfly if needed. We can come with our feet flat on the ground. We can have them straight out in front of us with the legs locked. If we have them bent, we can use to maybe perhaps anchor them underneath a sofa or a dumbbell, whatever you need to make these effective for you, all right? If we don't have an ab mat, we could use a towel and roll that up in the small of the back, or maybe we just forego it altogether and go old school military style sit-ups. From here, we're gonna go into the second workout, which again is double unders, but this time, if you're not doing double unders, rather than line hops, you're gonna do mountain climbers. So if Lisa demonstrates that for us, we'll just look at the setup first. We're gonna be looking for the athlete to pretend that they're pushing through the ground, which is gonna kind of create this arch in the back. We want those hips to stay in line with the shoulders, relatively, in this straight line throughout the movement. We wanna eliminate this kind of donkey kicking of the hips. And from here, one rep is going to be one kick of the leg towards the chest. And that'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay? And you'll do that for 10, 20, 30, all the way to 50 reps. Again, decreasing those repetitions if need be. Between each set of double unders or mountain climbers, whichever you choose, you'll be doing 10 pull-ups, which we will not be demonstrating here. If you have a pull-up bar, I'm super jealous. Take advantage of it. But what we will be demonstrating is the alternative movement, which are bent over rows. What we're looking for in the setup of the bent over row is for the athlete to have a slight bend in their knee, a soft bend in their knee, then hinging at the hip by pushing the hips back, the shoulders forward, and the limit or the degree of limitation to which the shoulders, this chest comes forward is going to be dependent upon our hamstring tension, all right? So once we start feeling tension in the hamstring or a stretch, that's about as far as we're going to go, because we want to ensure that this torso or this spine is nice and neutral, so nice and flat, all right? We don't want to round at the back or flex. We want everything pulled nice and tight. From here, if we envision Lisa having a dumbbell in her hand, she's going to pull that dumbbell directly up to the bottom of her sternum, right around where the lower ribs are, and then release that. She's going to show us a 2 at full speed, and what I want you to pay attention to is that she tries to keep these shoulder blades pulled back and nice and tight the entire time. Let's watch 2. So this is with a single dumbbell. 1, 2. Beautiful. Relax. All right? She's not letting her shoulder dip down and relax in that bottom position. If you only have one dumbbell, then we'd be looking for 10 on each arm. Of course, if it's a heavy dumbbell, we can scale those reps down to maybe 5 on each arm. Alternatively, we could always hold the dumbbell lengthwise, and that'll look like this. Same setup, but now the athlete is holding the dumbbell lengthwise, and she's just gonna pull it to right around the bottom of that chest. For you ladies, right around where like the sports bra ends. All right, and that's gonna be that. Relax. Looking for somewhere around 10 repetitions in between each set of double unders or mountain climbers. That's it. It's a great workout. A lot of volume in this. All right, we're looking, about 450, I guess 500 repetitions all in. All right, so if you do it as prescribed. So don't be afraid to bring that down a bit. Good luck, have fun, hit me up with any questions you got. Get after it.